teamwork.
No.
Gnocchi.
We're making gnocchi alla romana.
I wanted to make this gnocchi.
Very simple Italian recipe with a twist. Because I like always adding twist. You know your mother. Always adding twist. Little here, little there.
Can I put a butter?
We're going to need some milk, some butter, some ground turmeric.
Can I put anything?
Salt. Where's the salt? Semolina. And this guy.
Can you stir it up?
Okay. So, super easy and filling recipe.
I'm mixing my leg.
I'm using whole. Oh! I forgot the cheese. Some Parmesan cheese or Parmigiano. Else need. The reason why we have a lot of energy is because we just finished an awesome workout. And I'm using my my mermaid tights. Okay, time to measure. We're gonna measure 1 cup of semolina.
Can I put it?
I'll measure it and you put it in here when it's time. Okay. 1 cup of semolina.
Can I taste it?
Roughly 1 cup of semolina flour. You can use this to make pasta too. And technically, this is a pasta recipe, pasta dish.
Can I put it in now?
So here's the thing. I tried doing it with almond milk, with soy milk, with oat milk, and even cashew and pea milk, and none of them gives the creaminess that I'm looking for. So the original recipe calls for milk. I use whole milk. You can try to use alternative milks, but it really won't give you that satisfaction. 4 cups of milk.
Can I put in milk too?
Yes, you can put the milk in. Hold on the cups. 4 cups of milk. And the original, whoa, go for it. The original recipe also calls for eggs or egg yolks. I don't put those in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 4.
Now can I put this in?
Oh, not yet. But we can put in the ground turmeric. Just a little bit. I would say like a teaspoon. Whoa! That was a lot. That was a lot. A teaspoon.
Can I put it in?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah. Give me your hand. About a teaspoon of salt. And about 2 tablespoons of butter.
Can I put this in the butter?
You can use olive oil instead. I prefer butter. And you can always go and Google like the original recipe of gnocchi alla romana. I like the twist. I like to.
Put it
I'm sorry, you can put this guy in.
Now can I
Why? Hold on. Because we have to bring this to a boil, but I wanna be ready. This is one of my favorite baking cookie sheets, but it looks awful. Just look to the other side. We're gonna put some parchment paper. This is where the dough or the mixture is gonna rest before we cook it. We bring this guy, the mixture of the milk, to a boil.
Now what
And then, can you put this guy in the sink? Oh, and we can start grating the cheese. Do you want to grate the cheese? Very, very gentle. You can start grating the cheese. We'll want around.
So this is the knife.
Not much cheese. Maybe a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup, depending how cheesy the taste you want it. And this is gonna be the last thing we add. All right, here. Very gentle, okay? Out of the way.
I feel like I want some cheese.
You wanna eat some cheese? And then I wanna see if I can bring you to my back so you actually can see what I'm doing. Okay?
I can't do what
Maybe
I
I'll
want.
speed this up. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried is when this gets hot and starts boiling and we mix it with the semolina, it just starts popping out. And it can splash us and it's hot. So I don't really want the camera to touch that, but we'll see. It's gonna be a test. Also, I'm testing what's the best way to film and what's the most interesting way to get the recipe to you guys. This is one of your favorite recipes. You ask it all the time, and it's one of my recipes, my favorite recipes of my childhood as well. While Audrey's working hard at, we can add a little bit more turmeric to make it a little bit more yellow, just a touch. Look at that. Look how beautiful this is.
I'm done.
This is about how much cheese we're gonna put in. All right, it's starting to. You wanna wait. You don't want it to fully boil, okay? Just when it starts getting really hot. Or you can wait to boil. That's up to you. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna add this slowly, because when it starts boiling, you'll see how it's gonna bubble up. All right, see? Now I'm trying to stay. Hold on. I'm trying to stay as away as possible. I'm gonna lower the temperature just a tad, because it's gonna start. Why are you crying? Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. We'll do the next one, okay? I'm sorry. Okay, and now we stir until the semolina absorbs the milk and it cooks. Then we're gonna put it in the baking sheet with a parchment paper, and we're gonna let it cool down. Once it cooled down, we're going to cut it in little squares, place it in a baking pan, on a pyrex dish, top it with a little bit more cheese.
I'm hungry.
You are always hungry, Audrey. Top it with a little bit more cheese, and then go to the oven to broil. Since they doesn't have any eggs, all the ingredients are already cooked, and you don't have to have it in the oven. It all depends like how crispy you want it. Look how cool. You see how it's getting thicker? It has to be, it's gonna turn a little bit thicker. We want it thicker than grits. We usually pair this with baked asparagus, veggies. Okay, see, now it's gonna start boiling. Now it's gonna start boiling, and we want it to form like a little ball.
Mommy, guess what?
What, baby?
I eat some of your cheese.
I see you. When this is starting to happen, we can add the cheese here. And it's too hot for you right now, my love. We want to safety first. Put the cheese in. Sturdy hand. Oh man, I'm sweating here. Okay. We're good. We're good, guys. You see? Ah, beautiful. This is what I wanted. This is what you want. You can get a spatula to press it down afterwards, because the wooden spatula will stick. And now we're gonna let it cool down once we finish pressing it down. You see, it's easier with a spatula. The thickness is about 1/2 inch to 1 inch, but you can choose whatever. And some people in Italy will use cookie cutters, round cookie cutters, and make it round. In my family in Switzerland, we've always done the square method. We just cut it. And there's nothing better than childhood memories felt through food, in my opinion. Just really, I feel like food is also a like a virtual reality experience, because it can transport you to places. Learning about other people's cultures, learning about other people's stories. I think food is one of the best storytellers in the world for me. All right, we got this guy. We're gonna let it cool down, and then we're gonna cut it and put it in the pyrex. We're gonna cut this guy into squares, and then we're gonna put them in the.
And I will smooth it back together.
We're gonna smooth it back together. Little squares. You can choose whatever shape you want.
I mean,
It's not mandatory. There we go. Ta-da! Geometry in the kitchen. Now, you want to do the honors and start assembling them? Alright. We'll do the cheese in the end.
At the end we can make little cheese. We can put them wherever we want.
No, not wherever we want. We try to make them. And we can add some on the side here.
Other one?
You want to eat one?
No, from there. That one.
Let's try this, guys. One for you, one for me. Cheers.
I want to eat the piece.
Now, you can spray with avocado oil. Say that's what I do, or you can add a little bit. No, I'll do the avocado first. I'll do it. This one I'm gonna do it. Okay. Just a little bit.
Without a book.
Just a little bit.
A book might come in.
No. Just a little bit.
Then you might.
I'm almost done. I'm out of this guy. Okay. Now I am going to do the cheese on top. Just a little bit. That's gonna help the gnocchi brown. Just a little bit. Voila. Now, hold on, Audrey, please. You can put them in the fridge for a couple of days, or you can freeze them. Or also, if you're ready to eat them, just put them in the oven, 400 Fahrenheit, or you can broil them since they don't have eggs. You can just like knead a little, and there we go, gnocchi alla romana.